It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 52 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, so much for the opening drive being capped off by a field goal, CD. It's capped off by a touchdown after all, except I don't think in the manner that we were expecting.
No doubt about that, because you sent me a note earlier in the week saying you thought special teams might play a big role in this one. I don't know that you expected it this early in the game.
No, I didn't. That was a pretty impressive play, and what a way to get their first points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary again, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes got his man, Robbie Anderson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now receiver in motion left. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sky Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
and they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, he's got the connection to Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Sky Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Fields. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. Over the middle here to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. They'll roll him out right. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 3 quarters in the books. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Fields. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor, 30 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mahomes now on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Fields. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 44, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Fields now to throw. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mahomes going to throw it here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. take this one down near the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Butker's kick here is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
All eyes on Fields. Forced out to his left. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.